Hey everybody, I want to do a quick video. I won't be looking at the camera because I'm driving. My mom and my son had a dentist appointment today, and we went to the dentist appointment, and he did great. Usually he doesn't do well. He cries and he doesn't even let her look at his teeth. He did allow her to look at his teeth, but he did stem the entire time. The way that they do it is like a point scale. And considering the fact that he is diagnosed and he, legally does have autism and it's a diagnosis, it puts him way up on the point scale that he can be sedated and to do the surgery. Okay. And also the younger you are, you get higher points. And so he automatically was able to get in to get the surgery. Now his surgery date is in August. And that's a while away, which is fine because he's not having any pain with the teeth or anything so far. It's just basically for looks. I mean, it's not like he's in any pain with the teeth or anything, but I want his teeth to be beautiful. He's playing. I want his teeth to be beautiful, and, that's what people see when you look at them and you talk. They see your teeth. So I want his teeth to be beautiful. Anyways, the point of my story is we go take him to Walmart and get him a toy. Mommy told him if he was good, then I would get him a toy. And he picks out like an $80 toy, and I told him, no, we're not doing that. So then he picks like a $120 toy. And I'm like, no, that's even more, buddy. I said, you need to pick a $20 toy, not a 4-0 or a 3-0 or a 5-0 or a 1-2-0. Just pick a 2-0 toy. So he did, and he got him one. We haven't opened it yet. But anyway, so then we go to Goodwill, and because we're going to take him, he goes to Goodwill with me and thrift store shopping. But we really hit the jackpot today. He found him some Legos and some men and a couple books, and he just really had fun. And plus, Mommy found candles, so that's always a plus in my book. But anyways. Oh my goodness, there is a spider hanging from my finger now. Hold on, let me see if I can't flip it around. Smashed it. Too late. Anyways, yeah, there was a spider on Mommy's steering wheel. Anyways, I killed it. I don't like spiders. But, so anyways, we're in the Goodwill, and I see Sergeant Menendez, which is a state cop that came to my house back in probably 2005, accusing me of having a meth lab, okay? At this point, I really had no idea what a meth lab was. Like, I really wasn't a meth addict at all. And I invited him in. I said, well, come on in and search if you think that I have a meth lab, because you're not going to find nothing. I said, you're more than welcome to come in and look. I said, would you like a cup of coffee? And they come in and they searched, and of course they found nothing. But he kept looking at me, and I knew that he knew who I was. But, I didn't ever speak to him or anything, But he looked like he had aged terribly. But, I told my mom, I said, that looks like him, but it don't. Like, it almost doesn't look like him. But, and I don't even know if he's a cop anymore or not, or what's going on there. But, he really didn't age well. But, so yeah, I know he knew me from somewhere. I don't think he knew where though. But, anybody who knows me can look at me and tell that 150% I am clean and sober, and it shows because, well, first of all, let me just get my little fat roll here hanging over my pants. I've gained a lot of weight. In active addiction, I weighed in at about 98 pounds. The day, actually, when I got sober, I had been like a week. I had been sober about a week, which I probably still weighed about the same. And I think I was 108 pounds on the scale when I got clean. But I know that at times that I had weighed less than that. I could wear my daughter's jeans, and my daughter is 80 pounds. Okay? Still today, my daughter's 16 years old, and she's only 87 pounds. Hey, so she's very tiny anyways. Y'all right? She's very tiny anyways, and you know, I could fit her clothing. But it just, anybody who knows me knows, like, it's like, oh, she's gained a lot of weight. She can think, she can actually stand here and hold a conversation with me, because before I could not. Before, if I saw my family in Walmart or anything, I would run the other way as fast as I could. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's my aunt, or oh my goodness, there's my uncle, you know what I mean? And I would go the other way fast. Now, my mom and my dad, but I mean, like, I had to be around them, and they have seen me terrible shape, you know, really they have. My dad has seen me absolutely nodding out, hitting my head off my knee. You know, my dad has seen me one time, this is awful, but I went home and I was in my kitchen. I lived with my dad, and I was in my kitchen, and I thought that I had, I don't know what I thought I had, but I thought I had I don't know why I would even be doing this anyway. I thought that I had a piece of cardboard, but I didn't. I had a Werther's Original candy bag, and the candy bag was in my hand, but I thought it was a piece of cardboard. But I had freaking rails, like lines of jelly, lined out on that Werther's Original bag. But when I remember it, like, I remember it, that I had a piece of cardboard in my hand. But my dad says, no, it wasn't. It was a Werther's Original bag, and you poured all the candy out of it onto the counter, and you had rails of jelly on the plate, or on the candy wrapper thing. And I'm like, well, what was I doing with them? Like, I don't know, I might have snorted them. Hell, I don't know what the hell I was doing. But I remember my dad saying, he yelled at me, and he said, Kristen, what are you doing? And I said, nothing. And he said, Kristen, go to bed. And I, like, kind of snapped out of it for a minute there. And then I realized, I looked, and I seen that I had these 2 rails of jelly out on this thing. And I just looked back at him, and I know, I can see in his face, he's just devastated in me, like, with me. Like, he just can't believe that I'm just that messed up, that I'm standing in our kitchen doing that. And he said, you're making a mess all over the place. And I'm like, where? And he said, all over the place. So I start looking around, and I have a fork in my right hand, and I see jelly all over the floor. And so then I bend down, and I start picking it up with the fork, and, like, scooping it and eating it. I start eating it. Like, but that just shows, like, how unfunctionable I was. Like, I couldn't function and have a conversation with anybody in daily life, because, okay, we got to go to therapy first, baby. It's just sad, you know. It's sad that I once was that bad off. You know, I'm very thankful for my life today and for my sobriety. And I'm so thankful. And, you know, I hope that cop looked at me and said, I know her, but she looks different, and she looks nice, and she looks clean. And, but I know he knew me, but I just don't think he knew where he knew me from. But I knew where I knew him from. Gotta go. Therapy.